Before we start the video, fill in the blank. 76% of millennials are. Comment your answer below and stick to the end of the video to find out what the answer is. Eating out constantly. Food is one of the biggest liabilities. Everyone needs it to survive, but a lot of us end up overpaying for it. Try to cook more for yourself and meal prep instead of eating out for every meal. Being a bad cook is a bad excuse to waste your money on eating out. Make yourself a food shopping once a week and do what all the bodybuilding juice heads do and meal prep your meals for the week. You'll have to kill half a day doing this, but it's well worth the thousands you'll save for the year. Having too many memberships. Do a quick budget rundown and make sure you don't have any money going out the door on useless memberships you forgot to cancel from 2 years back. The other day, I just realized I was paying $16 a month for SoundCloud Pro for the past 2 years. That's $384 right there, or as I like to call it, around 14 shares of Bank of America. Leasing fancy cars. It's a fact that most people cannot afford the cars they lease or finance. Here's how to figure out if you could afford a car. If the lease payment, gas, insurance, and all other car-related expenses surpass 10% of your monthly income, then you cannot afford the car. Do yourself a favor by sucking up your pride and lease an inexpensive commuter car that has great gas mileage like the Toyota Corolla. Take whatever money you save over the next 3-year lease and invest it. Thank me later. Not paying off student debt. Student debt is so annoying. I mean, it's literally the biggest waste of money since you're basically just paying interest and not even the principal amount. I have this one friend who's a doctor, and don't get me wrong, he's a great guy, but he's an absolute buffoon when it comes to his finances. He makes around 350 grand a year and still has 200 grand in student debt. And the best part is that 10 years ago when he started working, he had 230 grand in debt. So after 10 years, he only paid off 30 grand in debt because most of it was going towards interest and not the actual principal amount. Isn't that crazy? I mean, the bank is literally robbing you and you don't even see it. So if you have any student debt, do your future self the favor of prepaying it in order to avoid paying interest for the rest of your life. Smoking. Hey, here's a quick joke. What do ducks smoke? Quack. Get it? Ha ha ha, that was a bad joke. Well, whatever the hell you like smoking, whether it's cigarettes, Juuls, or the occasional blunt at your boy's crib, quit the habit right now. First of all, it's not good for you. Second of all, it's not good for your pocket. Just think about it. If you spend as little as $1,000 a year just smoking, imagine you invested that money in the S&P 500 with a 7% yearly return. You'd have close to 15 grand after 10 years of saving up. Wearing designer brands. Nowadays, so many people are wearing Gucci shirts and Fendi prints and the latest pair of Yeezys. But to be honest, no one really cares what clothes you have on. So if you're doing it in order to flex your wealth, then you should really take a look into why you care about the opinions of others so much. The wealthiest people nowadays dress like they're poor, and the poorest people dress like they're wealthy. And that's pretty nuts if you ask me. I suggest buying the same quality clothing in unbranded places like Zara, where they sell you some pretty stylish stuff at around 3% of the cost of all the other popular brands. Go ahead and check it out. Owning pets. But they're so cute and cuddly and so innocent and pure. Yeah, I know. But before you call me a puppy hater, just hear me out. Pets are great friends and stress relievers, but at the end of the day, pets require so much of our love, attention, and money that if you can't provide enough of these 3 things, you shouldn't even get one because you'll end up neglecting it. Most people own pets because they're either bored, lonely, stressed out, or a combination of the 3. So if you're in need of some more interaction, do yourself the favor of going to grandma's house or petting the neighbor's dog. Both options make more sense financially. Taking Uber everywhere. Yes, I know. It's really convenient to use Uber, especially when you get completely sauced with your friends on Saturday nights. But taking a casual Uber here and there adds up quickly. I mean, I've seen people take Ubers to places they could have just walked to in 10 minutes. Do your financial well-being the favor of walking, biking, or taking public transit to wherever the hell you have to go. Not going to the gym. Not going to the gym makes you feel fat and sluggish. The worse you feel, the less productive you are. The less productive you are, the less money you make. Do yourself a favor and go to the gym. Not budgeting. Keeping track of where your money is going is crucial for keeping more of it. Long story short, this is an example of what your budget should look like. 10% on liabilities, including cars, night outs, etc. 25% on necessities, including clothing, phone bills, and food. 25% on shelter, including rent, mortgage, living expenses, etc. 35% on saving and investing, and 5% on anything else you need. No matter how much money you make, try to implement a budget similar to this into your life in order to better protect your financial future. Getting back to the beginning of the video, the correct answer for the fill-in was 76% of millennials are financially illiterate. Financial illiteracy is very prevalent in today's world. It's a term used for people who don't know how to use, invest, or manage their money and assets the right way. If you're a millennial or anyone who wants to cure their financial illiteracy, go ahead and give my channel a quick sub. I'll give you the best financial and money-making advice, and I'll help you alter your mindset to focus more on succeeding in your life. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.